You're sitting in a dead silent library. You're in the zone. Suddenly, achoo. Without even looking up from your screen, you mumble, "Bless you." The person sneezes again. You say it again. We all do it. It's the ultimate polite reflex, practically programmed into our brains from the time we are toddlers. But what if that tiny, innocent phrase wasn't invented to be polite at all? It was actually a desperate, life-or-death spell, cast to save your soul from one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. Yeah, that little sneeze used to be an absolute death sentence. Let's rewind the clock to Rome, the year 590, when saying, "Bless you," wasn't about good manners, it was about survival. Today, sneezing is basically just a minor social inconvenience. We are anchored in a reality where an allergy attack in public just means you need a tissue and maybe some personal space. We brush it off, wipe our noses, and move right along with our busy days. Think about the last time you were on a crowded subway. Someone lets out a massive sneeze. People awkwardly look away, trying to avoid eye contact. But almost instantly, 2 or 3 strangers will instinctively mutter some variation of a blessing, just to clear the awkward tension. It is a universal microaffection, a bizarre linguistic habit we perform daily, without even consciously thinking about it. We've completely sanitized the action. We've turned a visceral biological function into an opportunity for casual coffee shop etiquette, totally divorced from the absolute panic it used to cause. So, how did we get here? Why bless a sneeze? To understand the why, we have to violently strip away our modern comforts and travel back to the 6th century. The bubonic plague was devastating the Roman Empire. Society was collapsing, and the streets were absolutely choked with the sick and the dying. And the absolute most terrifying sound you could hear in an alleyway was a simple sneeze. A sneeze wasn't just dust in your nose or a reaction to pollen. It was the dreaded, undeniable first symptom that you had contracted the plague. It meant the biological clock was ticking, and you only had days, maybe hours, to live before the infection took over. The sheer scale of the terror prompted Pope Gregory the Great to take drastic, historic action. In the midst of the chaos, he actually issued a papal decree ordering endless prayers and famously commanding that anyone who sneezed must immediately be blessed to ward off certain death. But the rabbit hole goes even deeper than medieval plagues. Long before the plague swept through Europe, ancient cultures held a truly wild, deeply ingrained superstition about the human body. They believed your breath was literally the essence of your spirit, the very thing keeping you alive and anchored to this world. They thought a violent sneeze could literally eject your glowing soul straight out of your body. Imagine the sheer panic of thinking your life force just shot out of your nostrils. And worse, they believed that the brief moment your body was empty, it was an open house for wandering evil spirits or demons to just waltz right in and possess you. So, speaking a quick blessing wasn't just polite. It was an emergency magical shield. The words were meant to act as a literal, energetic barrier to push the soul back inside the body and lock the demons out. This frantic survival tactic didn't just stay trapped in Rome. As generations passed, this localized defense mechanism mutated into a global phenomenon. Different cultures adapted it into their own languages, but the core reflex remained the exact same. Germans started saying Gesundheit, which literally wishes you good health. In Spanish, it's salud, and in Russian, Bud zdorov. No matter where you go on the map, humans are fiercely dedicated to verbally protecting each other after a sneeze. What we are looking at is massive linguistic fossilization. Centuries of human history and modern medicine have slowly stripped all the terror and superstition away. The terrifying plagues faded. The fear of flying souls vanished, leaving behind only the polished shell of everyday manners. It kind of makes you look at your daily life differently, right? We walk around thinking our habits are just logical rules of society we made up to be nice. But our modern world is built on the ghostly echoes of our ancestors' greatest fears and wildest imaginations. History is hiding in plain sight, right inside your mouth. So, the next time you are sitting in a quiet room and someone sneezes, remember what you are actually doing. You aren't just practicing good etiquette. You are casting an ancient spell, to keep their soul in their body.